Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we will be checking out High Iron's newest update. This is their first major update and they added a few new locomotives and some new locations on their Red Rock route. So let's get right into that. I will say I've already recorded this segment of the video, but that recording didn't save, it got corrupted. So this isn't my first look, and as I said last time, I am greeted with this painting of the Santa Fe's Blue Goose. So first we're going to go over some new locomotives, and then I'll talk about the changes that were made to the game. Our first new locomotive is Chicago, Burlington, and Quincy number 4960, the O1A. It looks pretty nice. As you can see here, they've changed the HUD for the game. This is now the whistle. A nice whistle there, I believe it's a CB&Q 5 chime. You have your bell, the standard bell, the Johnson bar, which is just two arrows facing in opposite directions, the emergency brake, which just looks like a hazard light button. You have your front headlight, your rear headlight with engines that are equipped with that, and you have forward marker lights. Extra following section in red. I'm not entirely sure what red means, but they're there. There are also cylinder cocks. So that's nice. Our next locomotive here is Grand Canyon Railway number 4960, and I believe the CB&Q variant and the Grand Canyon variant are the same locomotive, and later in its life it was used on the Grand Canyon Railroad. I actually really like 4960. I used to want to grow up and work on the Grand Canyon Railroad just so I could run 4960. But now, I would still like to do that, but I have other goals in mind. Here's the whistle. A nice 6 chime. Forward headlight. Rear headlight. This one's actually inside the tender, which is interesting. Cylinder cocks. And the marker lights. Almost forgot the bell. And that's a different bell, it's not just one of the stock ones that was used in the game. The next locomotive we have here is a Maryland and Pennsylvania 280. Always good to have a 280. And this one I've played with before. When I first logged into the game, I was messing around a little bit and played with this 280 a little bit, and I really like it. When I logged into the game at first, I clicked on this locomotive just to see what it was, and I'm really growing a liking to it. Someone just turned on light mode just there. I don't know what that is. But at least they know how to use whistle signals. As I was saying, when I first hopped into the update, I just chose this locomotive because it piqued my interest. I like the Alesco feed water heater on the top, and the whistle is pretty pleasant too. It's a nice hooter. Here you have the bell. Just the standard bell, and you have no rear headlight on this one because it's not equipped with that. Cylinder cocks and marker lights. So that's another good locomotive there. Our final new steam locomotive is a Pennsylvania Railroad E6 Atlantic. Train has unpredictable physics, proceed with caution. It's probably fine. So here it is, all complete with its nice big drivers. Here is the whistle. It sounds like a Pennsylvania Railroad 3 chime. Sounds pretty good. Bell. That's another new bell. Forward marker lights. Of course, the forward headlight, and also rear marker lights. And of course, the cylinder cocks. Now onto the diesels, we have a few new additions for that. First up is CSX 6060. That was a handful to say. It's good to see a CSX locomotive in game because I actually go out and see CSX a bit. Here's the horn. I was definitely not expecting it to get loud just then. I really like that. Bell. Pretty good. Front headlight. You have the rear headlight back there, but the back of our train is inside the shed there, so we're not going to do that. But it does, in fact, have a rear headlight. And ditch lights instead of marker lights. You have them just that they're on, and you have them flashing for crossings. And it's also the same on the rear. Our next diesel locomotive I can't quite pronounce, but its reporting marks are FXC 3031. It's a Mexican diesel, which is pretty neat. So here it is, painted nicely with the Mexican flag on the side and Ferromex. I'm not sure I pronounced that right, but that's what it's spelled like. Here's the horn. I like that. It has a little bit of a flow to it. Bell. Forward headlight, rear headlight, and forward ditch lights. Our final new diesel locomotive is the St. Louis and San Francisco number 750, another GP40-2. Here's the horn. I like that horn. Bell. Standard bell. Forward headlight, rear headlight, and I'm not entirely sure what G stands for. Oh. It's a Mars light, I believe. And B. Oh, it's a flashing light on the top. It's pretty neat. Our final new locomotive here is the first to go in the other section. It is a gas turbine, specifically Union Pacific number 55. It's nice and large here, with many trucks. Here's the horn. Here's the bell. And we have our forward headlight, rear headlight, and whatever N stands for. It appears to be that headlight right there in the center of the nose, and forward marker lights. I like how in the bottom right it has the same locomotive in the corner there. That's a neat touch. Now we're going to go around the map and see what they've added there, and for that I'm going to choose the 280 again, just because I like it. Now the next thing we do before we get off, wait a minute. They've added train collisions toggling on and off. That's a lifesaver. It used to be a huge issue before this update that strollers and children would crash their trains into you intentionally or unintentionally. Whether it was one or the other, it was still very annoying, but being able to turn off collisions is a huge feature. So props to the devs for that. It seems now you can also turn off the shadows. Oh. That's neat. I didn't know it would do that much. So there's that. They also made it so you now can't flip switches under locomotives anymore, which is also good for anti-trolling because they used to flip switches under you and they would derail your train, so that's another good change. Now let's get underway and I'll show you the changes they've made to the map. That was fun. So now I'll get over to the yard and show you what new freight and passenger cars they've added. I'm here trying to flip the switch, and I realize you now have to actually tap the switch instead of the switch stand to flip the switch. So that's probably how they made it, so that you can't flip them under locomotives anymore, which is good for non-trolling. So props to the devs for that, because that was a huge issue in the past. Okay, as for new freight cars, we have a lot more Steam era rolling stock, like this ATSF boxcar, Alton boxcar, some covered hoppers, a DNRGW boxcar, I like that one, New York Central Pacemaker boxcar, and some more tankers. We also now have an MOW car for the Nacional de Mexico Railroad, another Mexican one. We have a Maryland and Pennsylvania bobber caboose, and an ATSF cupola caboose. As for passenger cars, we now have a Pullman Standard Heavyweight Sleeper, a Pullman Heavyweight Observation, Diner, Heavyweight Combine, Heavyweight Coach, and Heavyweight Baggage, and a Pennsylvania Railroad P70 coach. I just made my train up of these 3 boxcars in this caboose. So I'm gonna go ahead and knuckle in, and then we'll be on our way. So I think turning off collisions made it so that you click through other things, so I guess I'm gonna have to turn that back on real quick. Much better. Now I'm only waiting for 4960 to clear so I can get the high ball. .4960 is now clear, so off we go. And we're underway. It seems they still haven't completed this segment of the map over here, which is interesting, but I do have some new areas. I was looking around a bit. I really hope whoever's running 4960 isn't impatient and decides to try to ram into me. Oh, they now have speed markers on the track. So now I'm gonna highball so I don't. So apparently through here you can run 45 to 60. This 280 is really growing on me. I really like how it has the Alesco feed water heater on it. It has a nice hooter on it too, as I've mentioned before. There's 4960 again. I'm not trying to be picky just after the beta update, but I do wish they made it so you can rotate your screen while you're in the track, just so you can move around. So looking up in this far view, I can see there's 2 new locations, so I think what we'll do is go to the one that's straight ahead first, loop around, and then go to the one that's off to the left. Let's get a nice big grade crossing. That was nice. full throttle. The one other thing I wish they'd add is that the chuffs sync up with the drivers, but I know that is a lot of work, especially at this speed, so I'm not going to do that. I think I hear another Maryland, Pennsylvania 280 off in the distance. You hear the hooter just barely. I hope there's nothing going on the line over there. Seems like we have another grade crossing spot. I guess we're intentionally switching spots twice. It's probably fine. Should probably slow down a bit though. That's the boat. Someone just left a string of Pullman coaches right here on the line, so I guess while no one's here, we'll take some time and clear them out. I still hear that hooter all the way in the distance. When did my pilot truck get derailed? I don't think it has a hit bot, so that shouldn't cause any issues, but it's going to be a little bit annoying. I know they have a new roundhouse on this map, so I guess when we get there we can go ahead and switch locomotives. I just realized, I hope 4960 and me are not going to collide on the line, because now I'm on the same line that they're on. So I guess I'll have to switch tracks so I can collide with them. Hopefully I can switch it in time. There we go. Something just happened that slowed us down a little bit. Pilot truck is in a slightly worse position. It's fine, it's totally a private crossing. Just belonging to this private, we just totally didn't miss it. Oh my goodness, we're now back on the line that 4960 is on, so I'm going to be courteous and go ahead and get on the other line. I'm just not being nice to the drivers on this locomotive, am I? All this emergency braking, wheel skidding, sliding. There we go, now we're back underway. Almost flawless. You know, going this fast in this locomotive in real life, if it could go this fast, would probably be scary, in my opinion. There's tiny little drivers that go very fast, and I imagine there'd be a lot of lateral motion going on. Oh my god! It's a good thing I didn't turn on collisions right there. I didn't even see that. Oh my god. It scared me for real. That was not scripted at all. here we are, and we're about to go to that location over there off to the right. And there's another locomotive on the line, but I'm no longer afraid because I've just looked at death in the face and laughed back there. Excuse me? He's probably so confused right now, that's kind of funny. Though there is another one right here. Sorry. Wait, I forgot we can go through each other. I guess I'll just wait for him to pass and go on that divergent route over there. This looks so goofy. With the way people drive in this game sometimes, I will definitely be running with collisions off, like, all the time. This guy's train sure is slow moving. I wonder if he's lagging or something like that. An inch forward. There we go, his final car is now passed, and we can resume what we're doing. Nice smooth shot through the curve as our pilot truck is slowly going. Oops, I didn't go for that well, so it's probably fine. But what is not fine is how fast we're going through this curve. Just gonna go ahead and switch over there. I wonder if that would work in real life, how that switch is just in the pavement. It's probably fine. That was almost bad. It seemed like we were about to go off the tracks or something like that. Now we're just shoving that caboose first, so we'll run at restricted speed. I like how the pilot truck is still connected, but every time we go over a switch, it's like doing that. Hey look, we're a 2 spacebar, 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 8. Oh. Let's just say that one was another private crossing, and I totally wasn't just not paying attention. Right here at this passing track, I think I'm going to run around the train and then go ahead and knuckle into the other end, because I don't want to just be shoving back that far of a ways. It's a little further than I thought it would be. Oh, that's interesting. I hope nothing just derailed and that was just the sound of it uncoupling. May have accidentally backed into our train and derailed the tender truck. It's probably fine. Hopefully, maybe. It is slowly drifting off the tracks. You know, I think I'm gonna go get a locomotive. I'll be right back. This guy keeps hopping in his locomotive. Like, he's still right now, but watch, he's just gonna teleport up really fast. Yep, see? I probably should slow down a little bit. The speed on this one is not the same as the 280, of course. I wonder what his next move will be. Or did he actually just stop? He's probably just lagging very hard. I hear a C being queued. That guy better not be stealing my train. Okay, here we are. We're just going to go ahead and couple up to the caboose and run forward and highball all the way to that town over there. Excuse me, this is totally fine. Oh, there's no one in here. There was someone in here just a second ago, but since he's not here, I'm just going to go ahead and delete that locomotive. Remember the coupling under 4 miles per hour rule. Perfect. Okay, turn off train collisions, and now we can highball out of town. Or water stop, rather. I like how this whistle is more responsive as well. It doesn't have a long and drawn out ending like the other ones. I also like the whistle itself. I want to say it's a Santa Fe 6 chime, but I'm not entirely sure. And this locomotive has 2 dynamos on it, which I find interesting. I never noticed that before. Eyeball. Right, how fast are we going? We're going 65. I think we should slow down a little bit. If I can get out of the camera views. There you go. Oh wait, there's a grade crossing. There we go. We are now approaching the town of Coronado, I suppose. It's got a nice lake. Speed down to 20. It looks like we just changed in grade. Okay, we are now in the town of Coronado. Yeah, Coronado. Slow speed. I can see why it's now restricted to 20 miles per hour. We have a nice bend here. Is that street running? That's interesting. I like that. Let's slow down extra. Start ringing our bell. There's a Y right there. It's ready to go. There's the roundhouse. And there's what looks to be an industry. Let's go to the roundhouse. Actually, let's go like we're going to the roundhouse. And then Y, so we can put our train over by the industry. Actually, it doesn't seem like there's enough room over there, so we're just going to go ahead and go backwards and put them in the yard over there. Then put our train away, and then that'll be it for this video. Speed limit's 20. guess we'll end off in the daytime because over there the sun is rising. Let's get a nice shot. We're gonna go ahead and leave our cars in the yard here, then run around them and go slap into the house. There's another 4960 over there. Who? I wonder if they would have went over that track, would it have derailed my cars, I wonder. It doesn't seem like he knows about disabling collisions. I'm just gonna go ahead and start backing out. I don't think he's going 20 miles per hour. It's probably fine. Here we are. Now, I'm gonna get out, turn on train collisions again, uncouple very loudly, turn off train collisions again, and now we'll run around the locomotive and go set 4960 in the roundhouse. Does 4960 have two cross compounds on either side, or is that a water pump? I think those are both cross compounds. It's interesting. Another fact that I didn't know about 4960. So far I'm really enjoying the update, and I'm going to go ahead and end the video there. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and I will see you all next time.